friends. Tonight we are taking you to the Grand Floridian. We're in the Grand Floridian lobby right now, and we're going to be having dinner at Narcoossee's, another new dining location we've never been to. It's in here at the Grand Floridian. So I'm just going to start off in the lobby, show you guys around, and then we're going to enjoy or show you kind of a nice dinner, what you can get at Narcoossee's. It's known for its seafood. It's out on the water with a view of Magic Kingdom, so we're really looking forward to it. But yeah, we always love coming to the Grand Floridian. It's such a beautiful resort. It's very Victorian themed. It just feels like you come into the lobby and you're just like, oh.
We love
so
just
beautiful.
Walking around the Grand Floridian and go to the shop and
yeah, we've been here.
We've get some dinner.
Yeah, we've been here. They have many restaurants here. This is one of the Disney Deluxe resorts. They have Grand Floridian Cafe, great place to come for lunch or dinner. Very comfort food. Great breakfast there too. They also have the Enchanted Rose Lounge, which is a nice place to get some drinks and food too. A great place to go after dinner or after your park day to kind of relax and unwind with a drink. They also have Narcoossee's. That's one of their signature restaurants. And then they also have another one that just reopened, Citrico's. And so we are going to be going there also this week while we're here. So Citrico's just reopened, and it has a new Mary Poppins themed. We're very excited for that. There's also 1900 Park Fair. That used to be a character dining location in the past with Mary Poppins. So that one hasn't reopened yet, but hopefully that one will be coming back again soon.
Yeah, that was a nice place.
Yeah, so they have a lot of dining options here. Beautiful resort. We're just going to kind of show you around, take you for a quick tour, and then you'll join us for dinner. We'll see you soon.
All right, here we are at the Grand Floridian. This is the grand lobby. Always love walking here.
Yeah, if you look up at the chandeliers, those are custom-made stained glass chandeliers. They're gorgeous.
All the way up.
Gotta look up. Don't forget to look up.
And if you look up there on the second level, that is the Enchanted Rose. Went there on our December trip. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
If you wanted to stop for a late night drink.
Yeah.
And
Highly recommend
on
it.
one side of the room, you'll see this is kind of disguised. It's an elevator that'll take you up to the second floor. And on the other side, they have this gorgeous bird cage, Victorian bird cage. And then, of course, you can't miss the chandeliers.
Oh yeah.
And then in the middle of the room, in the main lobby, you'll see a grand piano. And they usually have a piano player that comes out and plays throughout the day at different times. Really enjoyable just to sit down in the lobby, enjoy the music. They also have a band that sometimes comes out and plays in the evenings. Kind of a stage here in the lobby. So pretty. And then they also have a few shops. We'll kind of walk you around and show you around.
Yeah, go to the second level.
They have the elegant staircase coming down. I love that they still have these. And back in the day, the women would just like Scarlett O'Hara, Gone with the Wind, they would have these grand staircases, and the women in the evenings would come down in their beautiful dresses. And that was their moment to shine, and everybody to watch as they came down the stairs.
You see from the second floor, looking down. Here's the gift shop, or M. Mouse Mercantile. Who could that be?
Got the Jungle Cruise theme. That's appropriate today. That new movie just came out. Oh, they have a Disney Candyland game. Kids would love that. They have a Disney Jenga. Wow. It's Hollywood Tower of Terror theme. How cool is that? And there's that puzzle I love. Oh, look at it. It's a small world game too. That's cool. Oh, look how cute. Sail your boat along the waterway and collect cards. Oh, that's so cute. Well, that'd be a good age for a good game for little kids.
Spirit jersey.
That's a cool hat. It kind of goes good with that to Spirit jersey too.
Oh, check that out. Here's a hat. This one is $27.99. I really like that. It goes nicely with the Spirit jersey. I have that Spirit jersey.
Good view of the monorail from the gift shop.
This is the fun soap store.
Yep.
What Dave calls it.
You can go in and wash your hands and make yourself smell like Mickey.
Yeah, you can make your own candle.
Or a princess.
You can make your own candle. You can make your own bath salts. And you can also mix together your own little miniature bath bombs. Kiwi, different tropical scents. This one looks like a watermelon. The pineapple, the little cute little turtles. Oh, I love these.
There's a whole long line of them.
This one's sweet. Oh, this one's jasmine, rose, orchid, and fuchsia. Oh, that one would smell really nice, I bet. I like that one. It'd be fun, like for the guest bathroom, to have something like special.
They have a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique in the Grand Floridian as well. It's closed right now.
Closed right
but
now. I hope they come back. I hope they come back soon, though.
So there's one here, there's one in the Magic Kingdom, and there's one in Disney Springs.
Yep. Is that an integration? Is that a neat Ferris wheel? That's what tells you it's a barber pole from 1900. And then that metal Ferris wheel was from 1890. So you'll see we're here. And we're actually going to take you guys outside, out of the main lobby, and then out past the courtyard area. And Narcoossee's is all the way up there. And you can see I'm kind of pointing to it. Up
It's right
there,
next to the boat dock
right
that
back
you
to
can
the
take
boat
to
dock.
the Magic Kingdom.
Yep,
Yeah.
and with the view on the water to Magic Kingdom.
And their piano player just started.
That's Pocahontas, Colors of the Wind. Yeah, they come out all throughout the day, certain times of the day. They'll come out here and just play music. It's really nice to listen to. Sandy Toad gift shop. You can get soaps in here and lots of like little gifts and snacks. I love these window murals. This one moves. You see like the fish in the water.
This is where Park Fair is. And then it's right next to the Grand Floridian Cafe, which is open.
Yep, they're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Great menu here, choices, and really nice, just comfort food.
Yeah, love it in here.
This is the Grand Floridian courtyard. So right out, coming out of the main lobby, you come out here and you can see the main pool, kind of the central courtyard area. And we're actually going to walk, if you take the path to the left, you see kind of the tower in the distance over there. That's Narcoossee's, where we're going to be going.
Way off in the distance. Narcoossee's is right here.
Yeah.
Got a few minutes of reservations, so we can go over to the boat dock and
Show you guys a view from the water. Beautiful. Yeah, so if you wanted to, if you're staying here at the Grand Floridian, you could catch the little boats here, take you over to Magic Kingdom. Or there's also a walking path. In this heat, though, I would probably take the boat.
that is true. Maybe coming back if you're there till after dark. Just make out Cinderella's castle there. Space Mountain. There goes the monorail. yellow.
There goes another one.
That's Monorail Lime,
There's Narcoossee's. At night, it's all lit up too. We'll have to show you later. It's got lights all around the outside, and it's really pretty. So they've got kind of their wine list listed here. Disney dining. This is a Disney reservation location. Reservations highly recommended. You pretty much have to book this one out 60 days in advance right now on the day, early in the morning, to get a reservation for this location. They book up really quickly.
Fish are friends, not food.
Blend into the tablecloth.
I was gonna say that.
So we are seated at our table at Narcoossee's. We had a 5:15 reservation, so and the restaurant is still pretty empty right now. So it's a good spot to get in here if you want to get a nice table with a view. You've got a beautiful view of Magic Kingdom. You can see Cinderella's castle, the monorail going by. Space, yeah, you can
See the castle right there, Space Mountain.
Contemporary Resort.
Temporary. And the ferry boat goes by pretty frequently. Definitely hear the horn.
Yeah. I like seeing the monorail. It's going right past you, right behind you from the windows, and there's windows all the way around the restaurant. So there's lots of natural lighting in here. It's beautiful.
They've just got some mellow music playing, but it's a quiet
Nice and
restaurant,
quiet. We can hear each other really easily.
which is somewhat hard to find.
Yeah, it's really nice. So they actually brought out paper menus. So that was awesome.
Oh.
They're known for their seafood here, and they have a nice cocktail list as well. They have a lot of specialty beers, old fashions, a bunch of different old fashions, specialty cocktails, and then a large list of wines. So we'll share with you guys kind of a snapshot of the menu here. Lots of good choices. Dave and I went with the mojito and a margarita, I think, to start off. And then they also bring out your bread service, and this is a butter with a Hawaiian sea salt, and then a sourdough bread. Those look really good. Sourdough bread rolls. Those look. Oh, they're still warm. Let's break into it. Oh wow, look at that.
How's the spreadability of the butter?
Let's see. It's chilled. It's chilled butter, but it's spreadable. Chilled but spreadable. Not like fresh out of the. Yeah, it's sort of spreadable. But with sourdough, it holds up to it. Okay, let's take a bite. Oh, it's got the sourdough has a nice tang to it. I really like that with that sea salt too. That's delicious.
Narcoossee's has a wide variety of drink offerings, including specialty beer, a list of different old fashions, specialty cocktails, as well as an extensive wine list, including wines from the Disney family of wines. Appetizers include the shrimp and grits, barbecue eggplant, artisanal cheeses, calamari, and a shrimp and crab cake. They also have a lobster bisque, a Caesar salad, as well as an endive and pear salad.
Starting off the night with a mojito. Just sounded really refreshing and cool. It's a hot summer day. Mojito sounded really good. So this has got a Parrot Bay coconut rum with a fresh lime juice and mint leaves with a plantation rum. Looks really pretty. Got the lime wedge and lots of mint in here and a big chunk of lime. So let's see how it tastes. It's a good mojito. Just fresh, you get a strong mint flavor. Not overly sweet, just really refreshing and light. Definitely taste the rum. That's good. Yeah, that's delicious. All right, Dave is starting off with a margarita, right?
It's pretty classic margarita. It's an agave nectar margarita. It's got tequila, agave nectar, and lime juice.
Nice. It looks really good, and a nice salted rim. See what you think.
Definitely a stronger margarita. She's good. I'm not getting gypped here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very good margarita.
Wonderful.
Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, it looks delicious. Great. So we started off with an appetizer. This is the shrimp and grits. It looks amazing. Looks really delicious. It has a grilled shrimp with barbecue sauce. You see the barbecue sauce kind of glazed over it. With the low country grits, applewood smoked bacon, and pickled green tomato chow chow. It looks really, really good. We've got some fresh greens on top. So let's take a bite. Try a bite of shrimp with the grits underneath. Oh, big, nice big shrimp. These are grilled shrimp. You can see the char marks on them. Get some of that. Oh, those grits look really creamy. Oh yeah. So the shrimp, you really get the char from the grill on there. It's nice smokiness to it with the barbecue. That's a really good combination. And then the grits just give it this creamy, decadent, almost sweet flavor too. You can get some of that chow chow. That's really delicious. Kind of like onions and peppers mixed in there. That's really nice. The grits are really nice. Really creamy grits, but thicker. I like that a lot. I think you're gonna like this. All right, Dave is digging in. Get that perfect bite. Oh, and there's bacon in there too. See if you can get a piece of bacon. Oh, there it is.
Definitely
Big chunks of bacon. It looks gorgeous. It was so good. I think you're gonna love it.
Oh, wow. The combination of like smoky and sweet.
Right? I love that char on the
shrimp is cooked
shrimp.
perfectly. Mm-hmm. These grits are great.
Creamy, smoky, sweet. It's got all of the.
That's delicious.
Yeah.
I don't really. I mean, grits is something I never eat.
You get like four large pieces of shrimp and then a good amount of grits on the bottom. So it's a nice shareable appetizer. It's a good value for what you're getting there. And we've got our drinks. Yeah. What do you think, Dave?
That's delicious. I recommend that a lot.
Yeah. They had some nice options on their appetizer list, but this one just sounded really good to us.
Get that bacon.
Yeah. And then that'll give you that saltiness. Yeah.
Good choice.
All right, we have our second course, a salad and soup. I got the endive and pear salad. This has gorgonzola cheese, candied walnuts, and a maple tarragon vinaigrette. It looks beautiful. You can see we've got some onions in here. We've got the candied walnuts. Oh, those look so good. And then we've got the little bits of the cheese. I'll try to get a good bite here. Got like a mixture of like frisee and spinach. This is gonna be a messy bite. Okay, try this. That's really good. No. The candied walnut gives it that like caramelized, nutty flavor. And then the pears are nice and sweet and juicy. Oh, it's delicious. I love the vinaigrette on here. Oh, it's got a nice flavor to it. I love this salad. I mean, I like salads. And you probably noticed that if you've watched some of our videos, I always like to get the salad. But not all salads are that great. This one is a really good one. Definitely recommend it. It's a good portion size too. If you take a look at that, that's a large salad. You could easily share this between two people. It's a good portion, especially since I'm getting the salmon for my entree. So that'll be lighter. So I wanted to have a salad to kind of go with it. This will be a good combination. Really nice. I'll try to probably eat most of this, but I don't know if I'll be able to eat it all. Gotta save room for my salmon. It's really good. I really recommend this one. If you like salads, this is up there. This is a good one.
Entrees include the swordfish, blackened salmon, scallops, and a few surf and turf options with sirloin steak and your choice of either lobster tail, scallops, salmon, or grilled shrimp. They also have a filet mignon, as well as a pork chop and a sweet potato gnocchi.
Alright, our entrees have arrived. This is the blackened salmon, and it's beautiful. And so we have a corn and hominy succotash. You see, like we've got some little green beans, hominy, tomatoes on here, a creamy corn puree, so that's the yellow on the base, and then it's got a piccalilli relish and andouille sausage in here as well. So we got like little bits of andouille sausage kind of fried and charred in here. It looks really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite and see how the salmon is. Oh, it's very, just flakes right off. I'm gonna get some of that corn chowder. The salmon is very flaky, very well seasoned. Cooked perfectly. I didn't really get a lot of the corn flavor from that puree. The tomatoes, though, are cooked perfectly. They're crisp on the outside, but they just melt in your mouth as soon as you bite down. That's really good. I need to get some of this hominy and the andouille sausage. There you go. So if you ever had hominy, kind of doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, but it kind of has a rich, almost a sweet corn flavor to it, and that pairs really nicely with that andouille sausage and the got green beans here. The andouille sausage kind of gives it that salty, kind of rich pork flavor, and some spice. Now this one's got a little bit of heat to it, but not bad. It's more that heat kind of in the back of your mouth. And I think it's coming from the sausage. Might be some seasoning in the sauce as well. Get another bite of salmon. See if we can get some more flavors in here with that this time. This is different than any kind of salmon I've ever had, where the sweetness of the corn and that corn sauce on the base kind of gives it it's a sweet and spicy, kind of smoky combination. It's good. It's just different. Definitely has some heat to it. If you like heat, it's not overpowering, but definitely that heat in the back of your mouth, the smoky heat. But the corn helps a lot. That corn and the hominy brings some sweetness, and it helps to balance it out a little bit. Overall, I really like it. It's just different than anything I've tried. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the grits we had. A little sweet and smoky with that char, but only with the salmon this time, so it's a little bit lighter. But with the corn and the other sides, yeah. Perfectly prepared, just a different combination of flavors that I wasn't expecting, so it's very good. All right, Dave, what'd you get here?
So I got the surf and turf, and there's several options for the surf portion. I chose the scallops. I always go for the scallops usually if that's like an option.
Yeah, and our server highly recommended the scallops. She said that they're delicious here.
You can also do a lobster tail, salmon, or shrimp if you want to try one of those. But I got the sirloin. There's buttery potato mash, seasonal vegetables. That's a red wine demi-glaze. And one of my vegetables is purple.
It's a purple cauliflower.
Yeah, it gives it a nice color.
It's
You
pretty
can see a
though.
lot of color to this plate.
Turn it around here, see that side. Yeah, looks like you've got some pearl onions, a couple of different root vegetables there, a purple cauliflower and broccoli. Yeah, very nice. It's like a carrot there, maybe a yellow carrot.
Yep.
Yeah, those scallops look amazing.
So
And you've got a butter sauce too.
I ordered the sirloin medium rare.
Yeah, see how it is.
Right down.
Yeah.
Yep, looks like they did that perfectly.
That's what you would expect here. It looks like it's cutting very well.
Got a little bit of that sauce on there. Try a steak. Oh yeah. Oh. That's perfectly tender, perfectly cooked. Just nice season on the outside, just a little bit of peppery.
And this is a sirloin too.
This is a sirloin.
Yeah.
You can upgrade to the filet mignon for $19. I don't personally see any reason to.
Yeah.
This is so tender.
Excellent cut of meat, huh?
Yeah.
Look, check out those scallops. Those look so good.
That's the thing about scallops, it's really easy to overcook them.
Yeah.
And I've been to places where it's overcooked and that's
Yeah, they turn rubbery.
and it's not pleasant. So.
See how they did here.
excellent. They just get a little bit, there's kind of a little
Yeah.
char on the outside.
If you cook them properly, you literally just sear them on either side very, very quickly.
Very quick. Yeah.
They cook
These-
so
these,
fast.
These flake, a little bit of butter, and
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. But they're well seasoned, well, perfectly cooked.
Some of those vegetables.
Here's some of your, yeah. Here's you got, I think that's a purple carrot, yellow carrot, regular carrot.
Yeah, it's a very colorful dish.
Yeah, it's very
Well
beautiful.
plated.
Has your potatoes and vegetables.
Very nice, yeah. Carrots, a little bit, just kind of a snap to it.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Not just mush. I like that.
These are
Cooked.
buttery. As they describe, they're very buttery potatoes. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is get a little bit of that sauce with everything.
Is that really good? That
Amazing.
wine demi-glaze. Yeah.
As you'd expect with me, anything red wine.
Yeah.
No, this is excellent, as you'd expect. It
Yeah.
is.
That's what you would hope for here, but that's good to see that it comes through and very good preparation. Awesome. Oh, and you can see the monorail out here going by behind you. I was watching it. Going over to Magic Kingdom. Just can't beat this view. It's beautiful. Watching the boats and the monorail coming back and forth here on the water. Oh, it's a beautiful view. And amazing food. We're really going to dig in and enjoy.
So we always like to get coffee with our dessert,
Yeah.
especially at a nicer place.
Yeah.
It's nice when they bring it in these little French presses.
Yeah. Enough for 2 cups of coffee, maybe a little bit extra if you want a little bit more. Just the smell is a nice dark roast coffee, just wafting. It just goes perfectly. And we decided to go with the famous almond cheesecake. We've never tried it before, but it comes very highly recommended. Our server said that it's been on the menu for 13 years. So that just shows you how popular it is. They haven't taken it off the menu. It's one of the guest favorites. So that's very cool.
Exciting.
Can't wait to try it.
Dessert options include the almond-crusted cheesecake, banana cream tart, chocolate torte, carrot cake, mango sorbet, or a sampling of artisanal cheeses.
All right, we're down to dessert, last course. So we got the famous almond cheesecake. And this comes with a Lambert cherry sauce. And our server said this is very tart cherries to balance out the sweetness of the almond cheesecake. And we have like a dollop of cream over here and a swirled chocolate that's beautiful, and a big swirl of dark chocolate here on top that's just gorgeous. You can see that. It's so pretty.
Too pretty to eat.
We're gonna. We got our coffees. That's good. It's a nice dark roast coffee from the French press. That's hard to beat. All right, let's dig in. Try some of this. Ooh, beautiful. Get some of the tart cherries. Oh, that is delicious. So, I love the almond crust around the cheesecake. The cheesecake is nice and rich and sweet. The almond, it just gives it that kind of crunchy and sweet almond flavor. That's delicious. And then the cherry, yeah, it's very tart, but it needs it. It helps cut through the sweetness of the almond. It kind of reminds me, what is it that it was? It's one of the treats that we do at Christmas time. It's got the cherry and the almond. So good. That is delicious. Oh, it's amaretto. That's what I'm tasting. The almonds are soaked in amaretto, and they've got the cheesecake and then the cherries. Oh, it's delicious. That is amazing. You're gonna love this. All right, Dave, your turn.
I'm a big almond fan. It's true.
Yeah, you love almond. I love amaretto too. So that's probably why I was like, oh, I love this flavor. Right?
Delicious. If you don't like amaretto,
Right.
Do not order this.
Right. If you don't like amaretto or almond flavor,
It's a very
strong almond flavor, but which we both love.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
I'd say it is a strong flavor.
Yeah, we love. I think it was reminding me of like those cookies that your mom makes in the Christmas time that are the sugar cookies with the cherries.
Those are very strong almond.
Yeah, it's very strong almond extract that's in those cookies with the cherries. I love those so much. That's what this is reminding me of, just kind of a play off of that. But the cheesecake gives it that creamy flavor.
Yeah. I can see why they want the cherry with it. By itself, it's almost too much.
It's so too sweet. Yeah, too much. Rich and sweet. The cherry helps cut through that.
But this is amazing.
Oh, yeah. If you're a fan of almond and amaretto and cherry, this is a dessert for you. They also had some other good options too. They had a key lime. They had a chocolate. They had a banana tort that sounded really good.
Carrot cake.
And a carrot cake. That carrot cake sounded really good too. So lots of good dessert options. This one's a winner for sure.
Hey friends! So we just finished our dinner at Narcoossee's. What did you think, Dave?
You know, if you want to go to a signature restaurant like that, you want it to blow you away, to be, you know, the food to be perfect, and it was.
Yeah, everything that we would have hoped for. First time at Narcoossee's, and you know, you expect that level of quality at a signature dining location and service.
Yeah.
And just like they delivered completely 100%. So and just wanted to give a shout out to Debbie, our server. She was amazing. She just gave us such great care. She just took such good care of us, and she gave us great recommendations for things to try on the menu. Sorry, my hair is flying everywhere. You can see Narcoossee right behind us. Such a beautiful location, amazing view. We were watching the boats coming back and forth out of our window. You could see Magic Kingdom in the distance. Just a beautiful view, wonderful restaurant. The food, oh my goodness, the food, every course I feel like got better and better and better.
It's true. It's true, because that dessert was amazing.
That dessert was fantastic. So we did get one. We tried every course. We started off with some cocktails. The cocktails were really well done, really good. Strong, like they were strong though. I would take it easy on the cocktails, unless if you like strong drinks, then that's going to be for you. If you're not big on strong drinks, they pack a punch. So I only had one, and I was good to go.
To me, that's what a cocktail should be. I mean.
Right. For our appetizer, the shrimp and grits was creamy, delicious, smoky, perfectly cooked shrimp. That was some of the best shrimp and grits I've ever had. There comes a boat. For our entrees, my salmon, it wasn't my favorite thing I've ever had, but it was excellent. It was perfectly prepared, great flavors, just like really bold flavors, which is just not my thing. I prefer maybe shrimp that's more delicately prepared, more buttery and flaky. Let the salmon shine through a little bit more. But it was like I packed a punch. It had a lot of flavors going on there, so it's still delicious, just not maybe my favorite thing. How was yours?
That surf and turf, I mean, the steak was perfectly cooked, perfectly seasoned. Like I said in the review, like they say you could upgrade to the filet mignon. I really don't see any reason to that. The sirloin was delicious, and perfectly tender. So, and the scallops perfectly cooked. Just delicious.
He gave me a bite, and I was just like, wow, that is a winner, just go-to dish, I'm sure, on their menu. And I saw so many surf and turfs, people had ordered going past us. It must be a very popular menu item. I think that's for a reason. It was delicious. He gave me a bite of I tried the scallop and the steak. It was really, really good.
It was excellent.
And then oh my goodness, can we talk about that cheesecake? That was so good. So it's almond-crusted cheesecake. Our server said that's been on the menu for 13 years, and it is a fan favorite, and I am now a fan. That was the most delicious cheesecake I think I've almost ever had. Like, just
very, very good.
But we love almond and amaretto flavors, and it just like had that cherry and almond just flavors. It was just amazing. So if that's some of your favorite flavors, if you like almond and cherry, that's going to be a dish for you for sure. They just let out a boat over here by us. You see all the people getting off the boat. But yeah, just we loved it. Had an amazing time. great evening. Now it's sunset at the Grand Floridian. We're gonna walk around, show you guys some of the views here from the Grand Floridian. It's a beautiful evening. So hope you enjoy.